Lulu, just an update video about the van, the mechanics. That went really well. So I left yesterday morning, Sunday. I probably shouldn't say where I am exactly like every day because you could get stalkers. I don't think I'm that big. I did have 2,200 views in the last 28 days. I don't even put tags on. So, left yesterday morning, Sunday morning, to go back into Yuma for my this morning, appointment to get the shock absorbers replaced. And so I was quite happy to leave that place, that American Girl Mine area. It's fine, it's BLM land, it's free, but it is basically the playground for the city people. It's the OHV, off-road vehicles, whatever. Off-highway vehicles, whatever, different words for different acronyms for it, but all just off-road, all kinds. And it was a busy road. It was constant, big rigs. And when I say rigs, I don't mean tractor trailers. Rigs in this community is whatever you drive. I drive a rig. A school bus converted is a rig. Fifth wheel's a rig. Class A, which is the bus kind. Anyway, so they're all rigs, and just one big one after another. Either a pickup truck with dually axles pulling this massive fifth wheel, pulling a trailer with off-road vehicles on it, or pulling a Jeep. Pickup truck pulling a fifth wheel, not a little one, pulling a Jeep. Like, look at the money going by, I think. So it was a pretty high-speed road, so it was loud, it was constant, and I didn't hear any off-road stuff because I was across the road from where they do all that, and they go way back in anyway. So that wasn't an issue. It's not like you know when you're at a lake and it's the jet skis, it can be like that on the land too. But no, I didn't hear that, but I heard the road, and you could do 60 on that road. Kind of a dirt-ish, paved-ish, not a good road, but people flew anyway. So I was always hearing that traffic. Well, anyway, then Saturday night, I heard a boom. It was so loud it shook the van, the ground shook, and I thought, are we at war? But I know that there's a lot of military, they're called proving grounds, and there is one actually pretty close to where I'm back in the Kofa National Wildlife Refuge, where I spent 5 days last week, which I really, really loved and didn't want to leave. You know, I did all those hikes into the canyon right off the campsite. But so I know they're around. I know they do exercises. They're testing equipment, personnel, like tanks, vehicles, probably planes too, for explosions. And that's the military thing that they do around here. So I knew what it was when it happened, but I didn't know there was one over there. So I Googled it, and there were only a few big booms, like I said, to shake the ground, and because it was obviously fairly far away. There's what's called Imperial Dunes, and pretty close, but not that close either. But part of it, they do that there in that kind of area. So I found out. But anyway, lots of kind of artillery stuff. It went on for 2 hours after dark Saturday night. And this is a recreational area. And there's probably dogs that don't like thunder, that get scared. And I'm sure those booms and that went on, you know, I actually recorded a couple times. I was able to catch them. Can't catch the big loud ones because they're just one off and they're just out of the blue. There weren't that many of those. I imagine they're expensive. Anyway, it was just kind of like, really? Saturday night? It's a long weekend here. It's President's Day today. Today's a long weekend, kind of like our family day back home, but President's Day here. So these people are out on a Saturday night, and I don't know if they're I'm sure there were dogs that were cowering under the bed or whatever, shaking. So I did record it. I'll play those. Anyway, pretty happy to leave there yesterday morning, and I went back to that Marine Corps Air Station that I was at first time in Yuma when I was there to pick up, like just to restock, and I had an Amazon package. So, and then I went to the mechanic about the leaf springs, told me I needed shocks, but it wasn't until I did a video. Go back and watch it. I'm not going to repeat myself. Anyway, so I did go get the shock absorbers replaced today. and 45 minutes. These people are amazing. And it was, you know, quoted 341 US, so 500 Canadian. And so nice. He did them right away. He got right on it because I was waiting. He goes, "No, you're waiting. I've started it." Because he came back in and he said, I said, "Oh, so like, do you have an idea how long?" I'm thinking 2 hours, an hour to two, because the labor cost wasn't much, so I knew it wasn't going to take very long. That's for sure. He goes, "Well, like half an hour, 45 minutes." He goes, "I started it already." He says, "You're waiting." Well, it doesn't seem to bother anybody else. Any other mechanics, they don't give rat's ass if you wait there for 7 hours, which I've done. Anyway, so that went really, really well. And I loaded up my drinking water and came back to the Kofa National Wildlife Refuge, which I loved so much. Now, I didn't get my spot back. I did go to it. I could have, but across the road, it's one of the rare spots where in that area, anyway, it's like the second kind of valley that you go into. The first section is right off the highway 95, like it's a highway. And then the big rigs are in there. They don't tend to bother to go further back. Some do. So then you go between, kind of through the little mountain range, and then you plop into another flat big valley. And that's at the beginning of that is where I was before. But mostly the spots are like 500 meters apart, half a kilometer apart, and not at all, especially not right across from each other. But where I was before, there is one across. It's not a great one though. It's a big area. It's good for like big rigs, but it's quite slanted, so I can see how it wouldn't be popular. But anyway, I drove, and sure enough, there's two big old Class A RVs, like the big bus kind, really old. And I thought, ugh, I would be right across from them, like right there, like a neighborhood. And I thought, I'm not getting my spot back. So I turned around because I knew there was this spot. I'll film this probably tomorrow. It's really gray and blustery. Well, I'll film it today. You'll get, it's a moody day. I've had sun, and then this is a cloudy, moody day. There's a big system over California, like south, like Joshua Tree, and it's going north of here. If I go any further north at all, there's bad winds, 50-mile-an-hour gusts, not kilometer, 50-mile-an-hour gusts. So what's that, 80 kilometers? Anyway, like minimum. So I don't think there's a lot of rain north of here. It's mainly a big wind thing. I think they're getting a lot of rain on the coast of California. But anyway, so I'm not interested in wind, and it'll be cold. It's a cold front coming through. So down here, still I'm only an hour north of Yuma, so it's still Yuma weather. And although it's cloudy today, it's cool. It's 18. I'm in a hoodie and my flannel pajamas I changed into when I got here. I was at least able to get somewhat level to situate my van so I can open the slider and not have the wind come like blasting in. So it's sheltered a little bit, which is good. Anyway, I'll film it and probably stay here at least 2 nights, possibly into a third day. I doubt it, but there's no point going north from here until that system goes through, and because I'm heading up to the borough town, Oatman, and it's got some elevation to it, so it's already cooler there. And but I looked more closely, and where I'll be staying overnight, like camping, is down out of the elevation, the floor, and Oatman's up a little mountain. So I was looking at the weather there and going, ew, 4 at night, 14, not the end of the world, but, and actually that's good for equines because they like it cool, they get frisky, and although it's nice in the afternoon at 4 when it's sunny and they're warm and they get ooey gooey and they just get all like relaxed and affectionate. Oh well, I don't know anything about these burros that are pretty much domesticated wild or wildly domesticated, but where I would stay, I would just go visit the town, go back to boondocking. That is off the mountain, so it's 18 for a high and 7 I think for a low, which is quite fine. Anyway, rambling like I do. Put my glasses down, turn you around, I'll show you where I am. dokes. I still love it here. I just love it here. I feel so at home. It's quiet. My neighbors, they're big actually. I wonder, there are a couple down here that have actual, like Mack truck style trucks, Freightliner style, actual tractors per se, pulling big fifth wheels. I think that might be them. There's a couple there, but maybe not. Anyway, dust blowing up. So I will go and explore that area, which I didn't do when I was here before. Yeah, like I said, it's moody and windy today. It's about 18, so it's not really cold. So my spot, this mound here, my spot from before where I was here 5 days, is on the other side of that, because that's the peak. If I went through there, I would be in the same canyon that I did the hikes in before. So it's just a different approach. But yeah, it's pretty much the same. So what I've not done, this looks really interesting. So I'm gonna drop into there tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be sunny, not so windy. It's just this front coming through. And look at this sweet little fire ring. This place, I love this place so much. It's quiet. Rarely a vehicle goes by, especially it's Monday. But even on the weekend, because I was here over the weekend, it was really quiet. But it's also neat. So you can't go past here with vehicles. Sometimes I have a fire ring up there. You can just walk up, I guess. Sometimes the sites do. But you're only allowed to park within 100 feet, I think, of the road. There's the road there, right? But I just love it's not just the man-made stuff that's neat. Everything is neat. It's just such a classy area. What can I say? It's well done, nature. Well done. So I don't mind days like this, kind of make you feel cozy in the van. Actually had a little, not a nap, I didn't sleep, but I just laid down and just relaxed. Thought. Okay. Look at the sun on the mountains. Way. Oh, I wonder if you could see sun shining way over there. Not here. All right, back in the van. It's 4:30, I think, or so. Make dinner. I'll just hang and watch some videos tonight. Gotta catch up. Well, no, I'll do some trading too. I'd love to see if there's a trade. We're getting close. It's a holiday here, so the New York Stock Exchange wasn't open today. Bitcoin's 24/7 though, but it does. It is linked. There are behavioral commonalities, so to speak. All right, ciao.